I'll feed you later. You can wait. What's cracking, YouTube? It's Monday. You already know what it is. It's stream time, live stream time. And how was your Monday? I purposely put this on Monday evenings for people who have the case of the Mondays, that you guys can come and chill with Fishy Biz a little bit in the evening, have a little downtime, get a couple of laughs before bedtime. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I take it that, hopefully you've seen my guests that I have getting ready to pop in shortly, and a lot of fun. So I really expect some pretty good things. I am making sure that, everything is ready to go, and we're going to do this thing. I gotta set up everything on the phone here and make sure I'm ready for my for everything that's gonna happen. I went to work today, and it was pretty cool. The seniors are getting their caps and gowns. I was leaving out as they were kind of coming to the door. They don't let them in the school really, and we have a lot of seniors that kind of handle business and did what they were supposed to do. So got a lot of teachers helping out, and just a good thing to see that. And even though it was a weird year to be graduating in and actually have school in, that they kind of still handle business and everything like that. I didn't realize that I had a senior in my class and his grades were due today. So I had a counselor call me and was like, "Hey, did you know he was a senior?" I was like, "No, I thought I only had freshmen, sophomores." Well, when he came from another country and came into the school, he had already had the prerequisites for a class. And so he had to take that class. And I was like, "Oh crap, let me put him in. So I was able to get him in on time. He was able to get the grade that he deserved. And it was all good. Right on, jumping into the chat. Let's see. Patty Petite's tank was first. How convenient. Patty says, "Flippy Fish, where you at? Probably under the filter again." Yeah, she's so petty. She lets me have it every time. Geek Boy, thank you for coming through. Little Joe Munoz, what's cracking? It's my little brother from another country. Yeah, we'll go with that. Larry D, what's cracking? Mark, what's cracking? Kaylor, Bob doesn't even say anything to me. Just, "Yo, Q, bring the Q out." Thanks for coming through, Bob. And Mark said he's been here. Mark Foot's a good friend of mine. Actually went to high school with me. And he's doing some big things on the Sue app that I'm always getting everybody to check in. I heard that in order to graduate in your class, all you need to learn is how to write your name in 3 colors of crayon. Is that what you heard, Joe? Joe, when you start your gym for weightlifting for midgets, it's going to be called Average Joe's. Similar to Vince Vaughn's dodgeball, but you're not going to have any patrons. 0. A lot of towels, but no patrons. What are you going to do with all those towels? Mark's also a teacher, and he's grading papers at the last minute. Get her done, man. Get her done. Big E's support group. Thank you for coming through. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring the lady in through Susie Q. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
What's cracking?
What is going on?
You got it, Susie Q. I want to thank you for coming onto the stream and joining me. it might get weird.
Uh-oh. Thanks for having me. Gotta go.
Don't be scared. You said bring it on. I saw you in your live chat.
I did say bring it.
You said bring it on. I saw you in your live chat. Don't be scared now. That comes later. I'm gonna let you say hi to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna run somewhere real quick.
Hey, Mark and Bob and Muppet. Look at everybody in the chat. Jeffries, Dank Tanks. I saw you in Bob's stream. Larry D, Geek Boy. Hey, Joe. Look at everybody. You got a lot of cool guys here. I love it.
Man, look, they all came to see you because they definitely didn't come to see me.
Hey, Mary Page.
Dank Tanks, Jeffrey Watts, J Dub, what's cracking? Mary Page, what's cracking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is gravy.
Oh.
Gravy. I love it. How was your day, Susie Q? It was a Monday.
Well, I lost my job quite a few months ago, so Mondays are no thing anymore. So I had a blast. I was able to clean out part of the yard, scrape up some of the seeds. I actually started sweeping my back street so I could practice roller skating and nobody could, watch. Because I practice in the park and it's a spectacle.
Hey, listen, I saw you on Instagram getting your roller skate on. It was that you're doing it.
I'm trying. I am trying so hard.
Hey, I'm so proud of you, man. Because to do that later on in life is kind of just like, oh my God.
It takes grace and coordination. I'm not very good at either of those. So we'll see how this goes.
Catfish Terry was cracking. Multiple tankers, Diego. That was definitely pretty cool. And you know what made me think of you, and I was so glad that I was about to have you on, is my stepson has turned 19 on Saturday, and I took him to the skating rink on Saturday, and it was kind of packed and everything else, and it was I hadn't been out there in a while, and it was super fun. And you would think 6'4.5" of me put on some skates. Now I'm almost like a 6'8", and I'm just wheeling around. Now what I am too old to jump over kids who fall in front of me, so those little fingers are going to get clicked. I'm trying to tell you right now, I cannot. If you do it right in front of me, it's going to be tough to avoid. Back in the day when I was getting when I was rolling, I'd jump over, I'd pick them up, put them on the side, like, whoa, go over there, little kid.
Well, the first thing they teach my granddaughter is when you're falling, do this. So fingers are not out. So falling.
Yeah.
Because people are going to run over them. But I want to dance. That's what I want to do. I want to dance on my skates.
Yeah.
Now,
there's always, that crew in the middle of the skating rink. They're doing their thing. They were doing that Saturday. But people spend a lot of money on skates and the wheels in particular. So it's like almost you need dancing wheels. So the wheels that are dancing, wheels are the wider ones. They're wide and they're kind of like, they come out a little bit more.
Okay.
And you're able to stabilize it a little bit better. And they do really roll really well. So that might help out.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just got a new set of wheels actually for my beginner skates.
Okay.
My beginner skates came with very soft 78A for the street riding and stuff. So I wanted something for the rink. So I got a modification skate, like a hybrid. Like a 92A.
When you first get those skates, it's like you're pumping to get going, and then you got to change the wheels and the ball bearings, and then once that happens, you're like, oh, this is how people get to go and rock out. I'm
telling you, my first week, I would start to glide and just stop, and there was no gliding; it was constant stopping. Without even trying, because I don't know how to stop. So now with these wheels, I start to glide. It's like, I better learn how to stop because I'm going.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark says we used to skate at Saints for Skate King. Saints was the place for U City high school students to go. That was the spot to go. But once you put those new wheels on and everything else, it's like butter. You'd be butter wheels. You just skating and just rocking.
I had to watch some YouTube videos on how to change the bearings.
Okay.
And John, wanted to help but I wanted to learn it, so I did it by myself. This is before I got the wheels. I just took all the wheels off, all the bearings off, put it all back in.
Very nice. What?
I love it though. So far, I love it.
That's awesome. That's outstanding. So we've got people in the chat. Everybody is cracking up at the dancing wheels. RB Animals and Rescue, thank you for coming through. Let's jump into you real quick, Susie Q. For those that may not know, which I'm pretty sure everybody in here knows you. Now, how long have you been keeping fish?
3.5 years.
Okay.
So my grandbaby was turning 2, and I decided to build her a tank for her birthday. Well, not build her the tank, but set up a tank. I have a lot of tanks in my house because I make dollhouse. It had to be behind glass. So the best way to do that was take fish tank, turn it upside down on whatever I was making. So I had a lot of fish tanks. So I took what I thought was a huge one. It was a 10-gallon. And I set it up for my granddaughter, and I went to the fish store that day and said, I need fish for her birthday tomorrow. And he said,
you're kind of cutting a little bit on me there, Susie.
Am I hip?
Not yet. I hear you.
I'm talking.
I hear you. Now I get okay. Now I can see you moving now. Did you just move super fast?
I did. I just moved. I'm on. I'm not frozen.
Okay, we're good. We got you now. And now we're losing you. You're kind of like free.
3.5 years, maybe almost 4.
Okay.
So I'm brand new to the fish keeping hobby.
What I was about to say is that you're now like a little fuzzy, and then you were freezing a little bit. So I didn't know if there any adjustment needed to be made there.
I don't know if that worked.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So, all right. 3.5 years. And so I've looked at the tank to my left. That one over. That one there. Yeah. Now, what size is that puppy?
This is a 90-gallon.
90. Okay. And then you have your Trimac in there.
I have my Triton and Trimac in here. This is the largest tank I have in my fish room. I do have a 120 upstairs.
Okay.
I was like 4 months into the fish keeping hobby when my honey got me a 120-gallon used aquarium for Christmas. Okay. And that's when I decided to let me document my journey. And that's when I started my fish keeping YouTube. Okay.
All right. And so did you start YouTube 3 years ago when you started fish?
Mm-hmm.
Fish
yep.
Very nice.
I mean, I started it in 2012.
Okay. Monica Lynn, thank you. And the tank behind you.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 55-gallon. 4 blue dolphin cichlids and 4 frontosos. Wouldn't really mix those fish normally, but I got 2 6-packs at my Bucks County Aquarium Society at an auction and didn't realize because they were only this big at the time.
Yeah.
And threw them in the tank. And this is, and I think I have Venustus in there as well. So these guys should probably be a 90-gallon or 120. All my tanks need to expand.
Okay, gotcha. And it looks like you have quite a few crevices for those things to go in there. Joe Munoz always giving me a hard time.
I see
Texas
that.
Fish Room. Right. I love the Maury dolphins.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Oh my God, they're unbelievable.
Especially my large guy with the big lips and big attitude. He has attitude, man.
Sure.
He runs the tank. Even though the frontosa is twice as big as him, he runs the tank.
That's very cool. Yeah, and that Trimac is large and in charge too, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig. I had a blue dolphin, red Empress hybrid. It was a beautiful fish.
Now, am I freezing up?
Yeah, I see you freezing a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I had stopped for like a hot second. You're still good right now.
Okay, good. I'll be good in now.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell by the swimming fish behind me I'm not frozen.
Right. What about breeding any fish? Have you dabbled into that yet?
Yes. 3 years ago, my very first fish that bred, it wasn't a breeding project, they bred on their own, were my angelfish. And they were very good parents right from the get-go. So within a couple months, I'd say I had about 100 so fry. So I was able to get with my local fish store and trade it for fish food. So I trade fry for fish food. So I was breeding them. I'm breeding Kara's fish over here, the Goodeids.
Mm-hmm.
And I just bred, and I have over 50 axolotl babies.
That's interesting. And that's pretty cool.
That's not a fish, but it's an amphibian.
Absolutely. And I love those axolotls. Matter of fact, as a teacher, we could go to the Science Center here in St. Louis, and we can, I guess, rent axolotl. I hate to say it like that, but
kind of like the tank in the classroom thing.
Tank in the classroom, yeah, and it's usually for elementary, but kids could have an axolotl in the classroom and feed it and see how it operates, and then you take it back at the end of the year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I remember that program because I was like, man, what is this salamander thing?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And the story behind them is fascinating. You could teach history, you could teach Spanish, you could teach the history of Mexico and some of the Laguna de Xochimilco, where they're the ones that supposedly these guys came from.
Sure.
But they're pretty more common in the hobby than they are in the wild. So
very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
And there's some nuns. I don't know their location, but they actually breed axolotls and make like body lotion.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was fascinating.
Love that. Very cool. Now, if I do choose to get an axolotl, I know who to come to.
That's
sure.
Right. I got some babies right here.
Have you ever been on any fish collecting trips?
No, but Bucks County Aquarium Society does that during their picnic. Mm-hmm. But I have a slight anxiety issue that a lot of times just for me to get to the picnic is good. You just sit there on the picnic table and smile and act like I belong is a big act in the beginning. So it takes a while for me to, they're all going collecting. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'll just stay here. But they have that. And they also hook us up with somebody in New Jersey who goes, so there's a couple different collecting activities. I have never gone. Okay. And I think you kind of need your own equipment.
Okay.
And I don't have boots or nets or anything. So no, I have not yet. Have you?
I have not. I was looking into some of the tubers that I'm getting familiar with to see if I can meet someone somewhere. My actually club and Mozzie, I'm getting really good in with them, and I do believe they do some collecting of some native species. So I might try there first to see how it goes.
Yeah.
What all you need and everything else, and then maybe try to branch out from there, because I know it's some better waters than the muddy Mississippi here.
Right. Well, you can just go out and collect, right? Like I know in Florida, you can go and collect out of the side of the road.
Yeah. Wow. I've seen Funk stick his funky feet in the pond water, and when the fish float up, he snatches them from there because they're trying to run from the smell.
So bad.
I'm sure Joe would agree with me. He said with Munoz, he just slams his face in the water and goes they run right into the net that way.
I actually did an impression of Funk for almost three solid minutes, man. That was fun.
That was great.
That was fun.
That was a great vid. You had your hat to the back and everything.
Bling on. I almost fell over. Yeah.
Good times. Good times. Oh my God. What have you kept anything besides fish?
Yes.
Or do you keep anything?
I have reptiles. I have birds.
Okay.
I have now having 4 children, whatever they brought home, should be okay. And so we had chameleons, we had whatever. Unfortunately, back in the day, I would call certain pets disposable pets, not knowing any better, being a mom of 4 kids, working full time, going to school at night. If it was one of those disposable pets, and now I look back in total shame, like I had no clue. I had absolutely no clue. So I am devoting to give a clue, to have a clue, give a clue, share a clue, so other people can, and not in a demeaning way, and not in a more of I've been there, done that.
Sure.
There's another way.
Absolutely.
So yes, I have a whole reptile den upstairs with amphibians and reptiles, and I've got bearded dragons. I got a blue-tongued skink. I got a Chinese water dragon. I got turtles and tortoises.
Okay. What kind of turtles? Any red-eared sliders?
I do. I have, and none of mine were bought. I've adopted them because people no longer want them after a while. So I got a couple the size of dinner plates. I've got a couple smaller ones. One escaped about 2 months ago in my basement. I have been looking and looking. He's got to be here somewhere. I'm hoping he's hibernating somewhere, but I can't find him. I tore apart the wall to the bathroom. I'm looking everywhere.
That's crazy.
I have redder spiders.
It's amazing that when you think of turtles, like you feel like you can leave them and they'll be just fine. Oh, but they will take off on you. I had a red-eared slider. I had set up a little pool for him and everything, and I saw this joker was huge. I found him and had a little pool set up, had a little bass game brick put on there, and I think one of the walls on the pool fell down, and I was like, he'll just be in the back. He's got to be in this backyard somewhere. And if you leave a turtle overnight, that thing will find out which direction he wants to go, and he'll go.
Yeah, even my tortoises, they do the perimeter. No matter what building they're in, what enclosure they're in, they run the perimeter. And I know they're looking for a way out. That's just in their nature, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
But yeah, absolutely. That's pretty cool though. And then I haven't had any lizards or anything like that. I guess my whole rule of it is if it gets out of the tank and can hide in the house, then it just can't be in the house.
Gotcha.
Fish, if they jump out the tank, then you're gonna find them like right there. That's it. Like
hopefully.
I can't do snake. I don't know snakes, lizards. I just can't mess around with it. I can't mess around with it.
Well, I'm very heavy into the bioactive enclosure. So really useful having almost a self-contained ecosystem within like a 70-gallon or 90-gallon. It's pretty fascinating.
Sure.
So I like that aspect.
Yeah. What would be your recommended starter fish for people?
Oh, it depends. And if you have children, a live bearer, platy, guppy, endlers. Watching fish have babies come right out is just absolutely amazing. Egg scatterers are a little harder to show. Kids tend to lose interest before the eggs develop. Okay. So if I was a grown-up and a good starter fish, I like the cold water fish. I don't like having first aquarium with heaters in it. So there's so many options for cold water fish. So many options. So
that's pretty cool that's an interesting concept for that because trying to find heaters and stuff drives the expenses up, and then when you're a little kid you don't have it like that.
Yep.
And I've asked all of my guests to let me know what their favorite starter fish is for me to actually put in the classroom so that my students can be interested, one, 2, learn about them, and then 3, hopefully take them home with a tank at the end of the year.
Exactly.
So
that's nice.
What would be your
kids doing their own water changes? Yeah, how could you not worry all the time that the water level got below the heater, that they didn't unplug the heater? For me, it's just.
That is true. That's how it works. Yep, you're absolutely right. What would be your top 3 cold water fish for starters?
Goldfish. Goldfish is my favorite. One of my favorite. The fancier hybrids. You know, like the Oranda, not the ones that I have out in my pond that are already like, I can't even show you on screen how big they are already. They're huge. Yeah. They're larger than my koi already. So not those goldfish, but I like the fancy ones. It's still a 90-gallon, good sized tank you're gonna want for that. The American flagfish. I like the American flagfish a lot, only because when they're smaller, not so much, but as they grow, the colors are spectacular, and they do a great job on the algae. Another one would be I have my daisy rice fish in cold water tank. Okay. And I like that. I like them as well, as well as white cloud mountain minnows, because they come in a variety, and when they're babies, they look like sparkling blue diamonds. Like they're just gorgeous. With the right light, you can see them. The whole tank is covered in them, and then they develop into beautiful fish.
Beautiful. That's great. That's
did I do 3 or 4? I think I did 4. I'm sorry.
I was wondering if you was going to hit the white cloud mountain minnow. So that was another fish that one of my Missouri Aquarium Society members had said that was his first fish we saw when he was little. Yeah. And he came back to it and absolutely loves them and says that would be the one he recommends first. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, and what's your biggest tank disaster that you've ever had?
Oh my gosh. Here's why it was such a disaster too. I do this all the time. Story time. So my friend says they had to close their business because of recent events in the country, and she wanted to know if I could babysit her fish, and she had some big fish that were physically challenged, just like some of her I would say customers, her clients. So they were missing eyes, missing fins. It doesn't matter. There were tinfoil barbs, pleco, and I'm talking big. So I had the 120. It just had. No, he's gone in. He's on the other side. My Oscar in it. So I said, sure, bring him over. And they brought him over, put him in there. Everything's fine. I'm watching. I mean, I literally put my GoPro in there, watched the footage. Nobody was hurting anybody. Then all of a sudden, 2 of the fish looked really bad. So the first thing I did is take out my Oscar. That was probably a little selfish or self-centered. Like, let me get Oscar out, put Oscar in another tank. And I'm watching, and I took the 2 sick fish out and I have a hospital tank, put them in the hospital tank. Was treating them, went upstairs, 2 more, 3 more, and they all started dying, all of them. And I think it was calamaris. So, and the only I think I'm saying the word wrong. Calamaris. I don't know. Okay. Quickly dying, but I pulled out my microscope and scraped some of the scales so I can see what is going on. So that's why it was one of the biggest disasters. All the fish died within a week, and they weren't even my fish.
Oh my God.
Horrible. Now that COVID is open, people have masks off. Her business is starting up again. Somebody donated this 800-gallon or some huge tank. He goes, well, unless you're attached to the fish, can I have them back? And I'm like, didn't we already talk about this? Yeah. So that was the biggest. That was devastating because it was somebody else's.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that
was Hot Lips Houlihan. Brought her to the show. Everybody loved this fish. People took pictures of the fish. People still show pictures of the fish. Jesus. And I bring her home, decide to upgrade her and kick out the filter and not notice. And that was a pet. That was a pet that died. That was horrible.
Oh my God! I think that's how Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, started. We asked him to watch his fish. He had a lionfish in the saltwater tank, and he tore that thing up.
Yeah. Anybody gives me anything that says, you can borrow it, I want it back. I'm like, no, keep it. Keep it. I don't want to borrow anything that I have to return. That's it. We're done.
So, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh. What about a simple rookie mistake that you've made in your time of fish keeping?
That's easy. My Mbuna tank, when I first started, had gorgeous mixed Mbunas and 3 clown loaches. 3 clown loaches in a 55-gallon. Okay, so and I want to get 3 more.
Okay.
They're hard to catch, so
okay.
And I know they didn't like change much, so I didn't quarantine them. I just put them in.
The loaches, the clown.
Yeah, that was a big mistake. So they got ick. I tried to treat it per the directions. All the clown loaches died. Like, why did they all? I did the directions exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I quarantine my fish now, and because of Rachel O'Leary, I quarantine my plants as well. I have a whole tank. My 20-gallon long down here quarantines my plants.
Gotcha. That's you know what? And I just started getting into plants, and like there I go trying to get it together. That's going to be my 60-gallon plant for my discus that I'm going to get.
Oh, I'm a discus wannabe. Oh my goodness.
Well, as you can see, I've had it up for a minute, but I don't have them yet. I have a guy that is local, and he's bred them in the local St. Louis water, which we have some tough water. So for him to have it for so long, I feel like that would be the guy I need to probably talk to.
Absolutely,
so, yeah. So, man, that is I've goodness, the rookie mistakes suck so bad. I remember I had used, and this was recently. This is like when they let us back into school, just the teachers back check on. I had just used the Fritz like a couple of times. The Fritz bacteria quickly, introduce your fish immediately into the water. I had used a couple of times. I was like, this is great. By the way, you guys can pick that up on any link in my description. It'll take you to keepfishkeeping.com and get your bottle of Fritz. Yeah. Shameless plug.
I like it.
And I ran out. So I went to pet store and got I got the Top Fin brand of their version of it and put it in. But not only did I do that, but I didn't have any water conditioner either.
Oh boy.
Had my dragon bloods in there, and I think I went down the hallway to go do something. This was in the classroom. I come back into class and I just start seeing, hey, what's going on? What's wrong with you guys? Oh. And I'm trying to think about what happened. And it had dawned on me, and it was like, oh my God. And thank God I didn't have like a gang of them in there, but still, nonetheless, you get some beautiful fish and they just pop up.
It seems to always happen with the beautiful fish. How are your favorites?
Yes, absolutely. Colton's Creatures, thank you for coming through, kid. I had him on last week as a future of fish keeping. He's 14 years old.
I saw it.
Kid is something else. He's like a Zac Efron mixed with the Beebs. Looking at the Rolly, it's about that time. Can somebody please tell Susie Q what time it is? This has been fun, Susie Q, getting to know you and your fish and fish stuff. But now it's time to get a little bit personal. Let's talk to Susie Q. Somebody please tell her what time it is in the chat so that she knows what she's in for, please.
Wait, I thought we were friends.
We definitely are. We're gonna be even better friends after this. Maybe. No promises.
Here Here we go with the inappropriate questions. All right, Funk, you know me. I'm going to be honest. So watch out.
Is Funk in here?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Here he is. Yeah, we just talked about
Thanks, Bob.
Keller Aquatics says the hot seat.
It
is time for the hot spot. It's the hot spot time, baby. Well, Susie Q. Susie Q's Aquatics. Do you know what's about to happen right now?
Oh, I'm afraid. I'm very afraid.
Fishy Biz and Susie Q. It's going to be a crazy one. And there's a lot of live streams on tonight, but this is going to be your favorite one. And I'm not going to play with them. Let's get into it, Susie Q. The first one in the category is, what are your faves? Your faves. Actually, I had your faves here. I don't know what I did with them.
Funk says, I heard your stank butt talking smack.
Oh, did he? He was being a lurker.
Oh, that's funny.
What a lurky little guy. All right, so let's go with your faves.
Okay.
And the first ones are pretty easy. So your faves are like, of course, what's your favorite fish?
The favorite fish to watch during my meditation are my blue angelfish, my angelfish.
Okay. What would be your favorite tank size of all time?
So far, the 90 gallon.
Okay. All right. Favorite substrate to use?
I don't have the names of it. The dark brown, like dirt with about 2 or 3 inches with gravel on top. It could be fluval stratum. It doesn't matter to me what it is. I get the cheapest I can find. And then I put about this thick of the dirt and then gravel on top. And I love a planted tank. So, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. What about your favorite filtration type?
Well, I have a linear piston air pump. So I'm going to say the under gravel filter. My favorite.
Very nice. Favorite bottom dweller?
My favorite what?
Bottom dwelling fish.
Coriodoras. Probably the panda. Those are cute.
I'm getting some of those for my 6 years.
So cute. I'm looking at 6 of them right here. I'm like, that's so cute.
What are 2 of your favorite fish that get along in a tank?
That get along?
Mm-hmm.
My electric blue Jack Dempsey and my Polypterus. My Polypterus rides on his back while they go and find food. The electric blue Jack Dempsey brings him to the food, and the Bashir just tears it up.
Very cool.
They're adorable. Cool. Adorable.
And what is your favorite place to purchase fish?
Before the COVID, Bucks County Aquarium Society, you can get a 6-pack for like $10. And blue dolphin cichlids, frontoses, any kind of fish. It's an auction, so you can get such affordable fish.
I just had an auction. I had a 2-part video at the Mozzie, and it is some amazing stuff that you can get for the low. Yeah. For the low. Yeah, you got to hustle your price out there. That's the
only thing I have a problem bidding against children. Like, it's like, oh, he's a kid, I'm gonna let him have it. Just one time I was like,
There you go. There you go. You guys have your whole life. Forget your kids.
That's right. Wait a minute. You're not my kid.
Exactly. It's up to your mom to outbid me.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. All right. Let's get into it. What's your favorite sport?
Sport? Did you say sport? I got to go to the nurse. Sport? No, I don't think I have one. I'm going to say right now it's roller skating on 8 wheels.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Your favorite genre of music?
Oh, 1970s rock and roll forever. Bell bottom, hip huggers. Yeah.
The whole nine.
Yeah.
Huh? Favorite TV show?
I haven't watched TV in probably 8 years.
Probably gonna have to get rid of that question. I don't think anybody
I'll
likes
say,
vanilla.
what's the one where serial killers, Criminal Minds?
Okay. All right. All right. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, I haven't had ice cream in 26 years.
Jesus.
Jeez, I'm going to say banana. Do they have banana ice cream? That would be my favorite.
Okay. Well, what's your favorite dessert then?
Well, I can't eat sugar or flour, so my favorite dessert is fresh fruit. I love fruit. That's like my sugar. That's my...
Sure. What's on that list of fruit?
I'm supposed to stay away from bananas, but they're top on my list.
Okay.
Strawberries, any of the berries, love them. Blueberries, raspberries, watermelon. Just give me the whole watermelon and a spoon and leave me alone. I'm good.
Wildberry, Frankenberry, Crunchberry.
I don't do cereal because it's sugar and flour.
Sugar, yeah.
Sugar and flour for over 26 years.
Okay, all right. What about favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm a cheap date. I'm going to say it's like a steak place. The Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. Very nice. Very nice. Favorite food?
Oh, so many. Any meat and vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah, any meat and vegetables.
Okay. Very good.
Now,
are you a foodie?
Oh yeah, I'm a compulsive overeater actually in recovery, which is why I can't eat added sugar and flour.
I remember you saying that.
To where people don't even understand what that means.
And I remember you said that on the live too about alcohol or something like that.
27 years clean and sober.
Very nice.
27 years. Nice. So you can ask me on the rocks or not, but I drink my water right out of the tap.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I have 4 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
A single mom.
Okay.
I can't cook. So I'd have to say anything on the grill. Hot dogs, hamburgers, pork chops, anything I can still on the grill.
Even better though. I love the grill.
Yeah.
Love the grill. Yeah. Seafood at all?
Oh, every kind of seafood you can think of.
All right. What's your fave?
Lobster. As long as I have melted butter. So I don't know which I like better, the lobster or the butter. Doesn't
it goes
matter.
hand in hand. No, it definitely goes hand in hand. Yeah. And you don't do pizza because of the flour, right?
I do eat the cheese and pepperoni off the top of pizza. So if people order pizzas, it's a fine art. After 26 years, I can take a hoagie, scoop it out, and eat it just like a hoagie without the bun.
That's outstanding. Yeah. I actually like that. I did the same thing with the cafeteria pizza because they used to give you the square pizza with the cheese that's just kind of right there. And they got little tiny sausage-like meat in there. So you just kind of roll the cheese off with the meat and eat that thing.
Yep. That's how I like it.
What's your favorite vacation spot?
Mountains or the beach? Mountains or the beach? Mountains or the beach? I'm going to say the beach.
Okay. All right. I would probably always say the beach. I don't think I would stand in the mountains. I just
I like the beach as long as there's a swimming pool. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. I'm with that. No, I'm with that completely.
Yeah.
What about your favorite shoe ever?
My favorite shoe?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking to a very high-end, classy chick here that has probably 2 pair of shoes. 2 pair. I got steel-toe work boots that I ride my motorcycle on, and I have my pink Crocs.
The Crocs.
I don't have a shoe. Like
those are shoes.
Okay, there you go.
Jeffrey Watts says Crocs. I have yet to get into Crocs. I cannot get my size 14s in a Croc. I'm
telling you, I got my first pair of Crocs right before I started digging my 2,000-gallon pond, and I did the whole pond in Crocs.
Oh my God. I mean, think about a size 14 Croc. Those holes will be this big. Like it look like Swiss cheese on my feet.
Not enough rubber.
Crocs for the win. What is your favorite superhero?
Underdog.
Okay.
I don't know superheroes. Like,
okay.
I know they're like Superman, Batman. I don't know. I don't watch any of that.
Okay.
Never read a comic book.
Watch any cartoons back in the day?
I guess say the Roadrunner.
Okay, Looney Tunes.
Yeah, and Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
That's back in the day. Yeah.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Wow. I'd have to say, get the box of tissues, Color Purple. Get the box of tissues. I had it on Beta. I had it on VHS. I've had it on DVD, and now I just have it saved to my favorites. Get the box of tissues and let's go.
Purple Rain, is that what you said?
The Color Purple.
The Color Purple. Color Purple. Okay.
Oh, Purple Rain is a great song.
Yeah. Favorite holiday?
Wow, these are good questions. I'd have to say Easter. Easter, because I celebrate Easter.
Okay, very nice. And then you have the granddaughter running, grabbing eggs or Easter egg hunting, anything like that?
Well, we do more. Yes, I'll just go with the yes.
Okay.
Versus the religious aspect, yes.
Any favorite fast food chain?
Well, I was a manager of Wendy's for over 15 years, so I'll have to say Wendy's.
Wendy's, good people. Yeah. All right. Favorite Hollywood crush?
Oh.
Are you a Brad Pitter or a Tom Cruiser?
Maybe more like a Paul Newman.
Paul Newman? The guy on the salad dressing?
Maybe George Clooney. Yeah,
okay, I can rock with Clooney. He was Batman, and then he was I can rock with Clooney. He was Ocean 11. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave.
We'll leave him to his salad.
Leave him on the salad.
Yep.
Do you watch wrestling?
No.
Okay.
John does. John does. And here's when John puts on wrestling.
That's what you do.
Like I don't like seeing people hurt each other. That's why I don't like my Mbuna tank because they're always fighting. Like,
it's over. Yeah, if you don't like seeing that, Mbuna's
not the way to go. It's even worse when they have that fake stuff that's for show, like the dramatic wrestling for kids. Like oh my god, no, I can't take that. You know where they do that. Like, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, no, I gotta say that's no. I don't like wrestling.
People, get your questions ready for Q. Only the good ones. But we have one real quick from Double R Rounded Rob. Biz, ask Q if she wears her Crocs in 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive. That's right. All-wheel.
So, which do you prefer, a truck or your motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
All the way, huh? Do you belong to a gang? Are you a son of anarchy?
No. I did belong to the Harley Davidson group, like an old people motorcycle group, not club. I do not belong to a club.
What kind of motorcycle do you have?
Harley Davidson Softail Deluxe.
Very nice. Okay. All right. Favorite Disney movie?
I don't know if it's Disney, but my favorite cartoon movie is Fern Gully.
Oh my God! No one's ever said. I watched Fern Gully like 82 times.
Oh my God!
Rainforest.
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, did we just become best friends?
I love Fern Gully, especially the guy stirring the soup. I'm gonna eat somebody.
Man, I haven't seen Fern Gully in. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would say that's my favorite. I don't know if it's Disney, but it's a cartoon movie.
Yeah. No, that's a great movie. I do. Right on, Q.
Yum.
Right on.
Things I don't even have to think about. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, guess what? You've just leveled up.
Woo! Look at her.
She's leveled up, people. You already know what that is. She gets to move into the Inferno Round. These are just quick questions back and forth. Okay. It's either that or either this, and we are going to throw them at you right now. I think the flower threw me for a curveball. All right. I had got some new ones since my regulars are like, he needs some new questions. All right, let's jump right into it. Chicken nugs or strips?
Neither.
Okay.
They're both breaded, right?
I guess so. You can get them naked at chicken.
That's my favorite, naked. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Funk was right. Who was that says she's down for the inappropriate? Well, then none of these work then. What about whole potatoes or mashed potatoes?
Sweet potatoes?
Okay. We'll take that. We'll take sweet potato. Okay.
Damn.
Taco or burger?
Burger.
Okay. Home cooked meal or go out?
Oh, go out. I cook horribly. Go out. Somebody else's home cooked meal, maybe, but not mine.
Gotcha. Mind over muscles or muscles over mind?
Mind.
Okay. Okay. Fill up the tank or halfway?
Oh shoot! I ran out of gas again. I mean. Fumes. I don't want to push my car. Just make it. Yeah.
Look, that's how it goes sometimes, right? Dice or cards?
Texas Hold'em.
Okay. All right. Top or bottom?
Top.
Plane or train?
Plane.
Butt or boobs?
Hello. That's what Susie Q's all about, man.
Oh my God. Definitely butt.
You got an ass set, you go with it.
Yes. Yes. It's definitely the butt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dogs or cats?
Oh, both. I have to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Birds. I don't have any mammals.
Okay.
So I guess that's not one of my choices. I'd had them my whole life. But if I got a cat now or a dog now, half my animals would probably be dead.
If you were to pick a puppy or a kitten, what would it be?
Oh, puppy. Puppy.
We're good. We can do that. Any type, any particular?
American bulldogs are so adorable. Oh my gosh. So adorable.
You've got great taste in dogs there. I had a Rottie back in the day.
Oh, I love the Rottweiler. They're so loyal.
Oh yeah, Mr. 3000, one of my good friends. He always goes American Bull. He had a beautiful American Bull named Vegas.
We have my kids have one named Bane.
All right, go out or stay in?
Stay in.
Real or plastic?
Real.
Lights on, lights off.
On.
Lay by the beach or lay by the fire?
Oh, beach.
And I guess you don't do ice cream, but Chocolate or vanilla? Could that work?
Chocolate.
Okay. All right. Goldfish are better.
Knowing what I know now, I'll say better.
Okay. Better or guppy?
Better.
Okay. Okay. First or last?
First.
Okay. A great show or a great movie?
It depends on what week it is. I know.
Got her.
Okay, I'll go with when I watch TV all the time, 24/7. From the time I came home from school, I'd be Bewitched. I wanted to be her.
Oh, that's a great show. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wax on or wax off, says Kaylor.
Might as well wax on.
As long as it's waxed.
Yeah, Aquaman. I was wondering the same thing.
No, that is not true. Hey, look, the whole no flour stuff has got me stoned. Like, I didn't realize like half of these questions had to do with flour and sweets. And
I'm telling you, sugar and flour
alcohol
is right up there with cocaine. Sugar, flour, cocaine. Mix them up, doesn't matter. They're all the same. All the same. I don't do any of them anymore. They're all the same. You get that high. You get that, oh, I want another one. You get that, oh. Yeah.
Oh my God. What's your favorite app? App on the phone.
YouTube.
Okay.
I have to say YouTuber, don't I?
Do you have to? Maybe.
Actually, it's probably my crossword puzzle app.
Okay.
I'm on that every day. No matter
there it
what.
is. Yeah, I'm on my spades game and my crap table. Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Cash or credit card?
Cash.
Do pineapples belong on pizza?
Oh, pineapple. No, do not belong cooked. Not anything. Ham, pizza.
So
pineapples all day, every day.
But not on pizza.
No, not even cooked. Not even warm. Not even left out in the sun. Nope.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite zodiac sign?
Libra.
Why is that?
Because I'm a Libra. It's the only one I know. I mean, not that I know the signs. That's the one I know. That it's you weigh both sides. That whole thing.
Yeah, we need balance because I'm a Libra also.
See, I really the best sign ever. So all the best people are Libras.
Love to have fun. We love to be in the crowd. We love to be in attention, and we will give until we can't give anymore. But if you cross us,
exactly.
That's it. What are you, an October Libra or September Libra?
October 21st. Right on, almost on the cusp.
My daughter is October 19th. I'm October 8th.
Yeah, that's good. October's a good month. I almost said Halloween when you said the holiday. Almost like Halloween, but.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Reality TV or sitcom if you did watch TV?
Oh, sitcom. I can't. I would not turn on the TV if I was going to watch reality. I could watch my neighborhood.
Amazon or Hulu?
Since I don't know what the second one was, I'm going to say Amazon.
Okay. Amazon or Netflix?
They both suck. I guess I'll say Amazon. They're both.
Amazon or YouTube?
YouTube.
RB says October 4th over here. Libra brother, right up. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oh, that's a tough. I watched them both when I was a kid. The very first Star Wars.
I grew up as a Trekkie.
Right? Yeah.
I grew up as a Trekkie. My dad watched Star Trek. He loved Captain Kirk.
Yeah, I'd say Star Trek.
Okay. Weekdays or weeknights?
Now I'd say days because I'm past my bedtime now.
Okay.
But back in the day, I've always been third shift. I'm a rock and roll band, so it was always nights.
Yeah. So I guess that would make the next question morning or night person. What are you?
I used to be. I guess I have to say now I'm a morning person because my chickens get up early. My animals want to be fed and watered. So yeah, morning. Begrudgingly.
Very nice. Well, I tell you what, you done leveled up again.
Are they any harder?
Very good job. Very good job. Now, this next one is just kind of like fill in the blank, just quick little questions.
Okay.
You and your honey, what was your favorite date?
I would say we went camping.
Okay.
And that's where he met my children.
Really?
Absolute favorite.
Very nice. Through camping out in the wilderness, nice night type deal, campfire.
In a tent, and he wouldn't sleep in the same tent, and it was just so sweet.
Very nice.
And in the morning, my kids were like, "What was that noise?" I said, "I think he snores." Campground noise travels. Everybody in the campground heard it. Was like, "What is that?" Like I'd never heard of such a thing. Right. Thank God for CPAP.
Like two bears fighting over fish last night.
Ooh, yeah, exactly. It was like, wow.
Oh my God. What was the name of your first fish, if you ever named a fish?
Crookie.
Cookie. What was Cookie?
Crookie with an R because he had a crooked back.
Crookie.
The guy at the fish store gave me 4 Danios to cycle my tank. The only one I named is the one that was like a Z shape. I'm like, look at that. He's crooked. He's Crookie. We'll call him Crookie. And he lived throughout years after the tank was cycled too.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. And Cookie was a Danio then, huh?
It was a Danio.
Okay. Very nice. Mom's dating a bear, says Double R. If you could go vacation anywhere, where would you go?
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Hawaii.
Okay. Back on the beach, back on the water.
On the different islands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you could remake and star in your very own movie, any movie that's already out there, if you could remake and star in it, where would it be?
Dirty Dancing.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be the one carrying the watermelon. Yeah. Nobody put Susie in the corner.
You'd be baby and get picked up by what's the boy name?
Johnny Bag of Donuts.
Yeah.
He'd pick me up and he'd drop me, yeah. That's right.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was cool. That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was definitely a good movie. What would you say to your 25-year-old self now?
Stop drinking. Stop drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bad fall down, piss my pants drunk for many, many, many years.
Wow.
I didn't get sober until I was in my 30s.
Okay.
So there's a lot of regrets, but I'm not that same person. And with God's help, I don't ever have to be that person again. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's the reason why I am who I am today. But that's what I would tell that 25-year-old was everything in front of her.
Mm-hmm. Amen. We live and we learn and we put it in the past and it shapes the person that we are now.
Yep.
If you weren't keeping fish, what would you be doing?
Oh my gosh, I got so many hobbies. And I'm going to assume you mean if I wasn't keeping fish, reptiles, turtles, birds, animals, pets, like if I didn't have a zoo.
Okay. What would you spend your time doing?
I love the motorcycle. I'd love to travel the whole country, and I'd like to go national park hopping on my motorcycle.
Very nice.
Across this nation. I would love that.
Okay. And to end this segment, I just added this in. It's called Solve the Problem. The first one has to do with the rookie mistake. Ick in your tank. What do you do?
Ick. First thing I do is I lower the water, raise the temperature, add a little bit of salt, gravel vac. Even if it's a planted tank, I gravel vac very meticulously, like Felix Unger, like very meticulous.
Gotcha.
And get it all. And then the next day is when I'll add the water and add the medicine.
Okay.
Gravel back, and I follow the directions as it says. So I'd have to read the directions again. How long before the next water change? Sure. Medicate, water change, medicate. And then hopes that works. And then I lower the temperature again.
Lower the water, right?
I would lower the water and lower because I've already raised the temperature.
Oh, you already raised it. Okay, gotcha.
Life cycle of the ick, yeah.
Okay, and you said ICX is what you use? Okay.
ICX has been my go-to, my Jack Dempsey's, electric blue Jack Dempsey's. When I got them, were beautiful blue, this little big. And then within a couple of days, they were white, covered in ick. And I heard that they were sensitive, and I have them both sitting over there 2 years later and gorgeous. So the only ones that didn't work that well on were my clown loaches.
Yeah, those clown loaches, once they get it, it seems like they have a shelf life of this very small window. Because I'll raise the temperature and I salt my tank also, same way. Yep. And, you know, it's always good to grab those guys in bunches because, one, they love bunches, being in bunches, but you can lose quite a few. Like, oh, my God, no. Yep. I have like one left, and he's like huge in here.
That's exactly,
no, he doesn't like being by himself, but he's been by himself for a while now, so. Yeah, it's something else. Your fish has Popeye. What do you do?
I almost the same thing. I lower the water, change the water, lower the water, raise the temperature slightly, and I use the erythromycin. Is that what it's called? I don't know if I'm saying it right. The medication with the E on it. Yeah. I got it in like a little quart jar powder.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The heater just burnt your fish on his back. What do you do?
Throw the heater away for one. I have never had a burnt fish.
Really?
That lived. No, I've never had a burnt fish. I've never had, I shouldn't say this out loud, any issues with my heaters as of yet.
Okay. Very nice. I have had a Synodontis seem like he burnt himself all the time. Well, maybe it just twice, but you virtually almost do the same thing. You kind of get you just so they can build that coat back on. Definitely check the heater, and you know, once that gets back on, and you're trying to figure out, like, dude, if it's that hot, why are you laying by it? But it could be faulty, it could be whatever. Yeah. So, feed it spinach, says Roundy Rob. Spray or powder, says Kayla.
Spray or powder? Powder. Okay.
All right. Bob is still with the questions. Yeah. Very nice. I like that.
Only because I correlate spray in the 90s with the ozone layer and all that. So I don't know if that's been fixed or solved because I stopped watching TV. It's funny when you stop watching TV, you really don't know what they want you to know. So
yeah. And I had a pleco get burned. I also did have a pleco get burned also, and I didn't even know there were heater guards.
My turtles all have heater guards. My turtles do because they're bulls in China shop. They just walk like that, and so all my heaters have these plastic guards on them.
I had my red ear slider get his face stuck to the heater one time, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah. Oh my God!
Sponge filters, they'll eat as soon as it gets good mold on it. They don't care; they'll just chomp on it.
Man,
but that's not food. That's why I've got these. What are these sponge filters that are in containers? What do you call them?
Oh,
I know what Michael Fishman calls them. Chinese box filters.
Sponge filter container.
It's a box filter. See it right here next to
it? I see it.
Yeah. It's a sponge filter, but you can't get to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
That or my turtle tanks have Zis filters now because they were eating my sponges.
Okay. Yeah, they go for it. You've got a bully in your tank. What do you do?
I put them in timeout.
Okay.
I have a timeout tank, and I also have, if it's a small enough fish, I'll put this so he can see that he's in timeout and can't play with everybody. I know they probably don't know it, but I like, here, you have to sit in here. How do you like it? How do you like it?
Right.
Well, sorry about my red-tailed catfish, which I had a community tank and a red-tailed shark, I guess, not a catfish, red-tailed shark. Okay. And all my guppies were gone, and I'm like, where are all my guppies? And then this red-tailed shark swims in front of me with a big fat belly. He ate all my guppies. So I scooped them out and put them in with my mbunas. How do you like that?
It's probably where he belongs, because I had did
years later, he's doing just fine with them.
Yeah, I had did I said some people mistake that red-tailed shark for a community tank fish, and he really needs to handle his own. You throw him with the cichlids because he'll get about 6 inches.
He was just a brat. He was just a brat. Like, even the cichlids, he wouldn't let anybody stay hiding. He would chase them out and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. All right. You look in your tank and you find that you have a breeding pair. What do you do?
Oh, first of all, I'm going to text Elizabeth. I'm going to post on Instagram. I'm going to go, ooh, look what they're doing. I'm going to create a short on it. That's what I'll do first. Oh my God. Do I need to separate them? Or do I need to separate out? Like, if they were the axolotls, I would let them throw their eggs and then remove the parents. So it depends on which fish. If it was, let's say, these Congo tetras, I would put peat moss on the bottom, let them throw their eggs, and then remove the parents. Mm-hmm. But if it was like these cichlid parrotfish, I would just scoop out all the fry after they come out and move them. So it depends on which is easier to catch and move, the fry or the parents.
Gotcha.
And if it was angels, I'd let nature take its course now and know that they can, I don't have to remove them. I don't have to remove the eggs. I've seen it successfully in my fish tanks with a whole lot of other fish that hundreds and hundreds of fry. So I'm good with that.
Very cool.
So I guess it depends on the fish.
Depends on the fish?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I tell you what, Susie Q, you've done it.
Did I pass?
You made it to the hot spot.
Did I pass?
Congratulations. Now, this first for me, because you actually were unable to answer some of the questions because of the stuff that you've done. But that it was great. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
So you could have asked me those. I still would have said, like, whatever.
Sure.
I would have something.
On the rocks or straight or wine or beer or.
See, I could have talked back in the day because it was Jack Daniel's straight up with Diet Coke. But who likes to talk about back in the day?
No, man. Hey, we're all back. We're all back in the day. Yeah. That'll work though.
Oh,
I appreciate it, Susie.
Yeah.
Does any here's Taylor again winning a car or a boat.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not Steve Harvey. I don't have that kind of money.
Practicality, I would love a car. Dream world, I'll keep my old broken down Jeep and take the boat. Let's go live on the water for a bit. Yeah.
Or if we're really talking technology, just have a car that turns into a boat.
Like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Chitty Bang Bang, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, we love you. That's one of my favorite movies.
I do love that movie too.
Yeah.
I do love that movie too. Yeah, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Mary Poppins. That
boat flying.
My favorite movie like that of all time was The Parent Trap. Not when Lisa Lohan, Lansey, whatever the new child is. But when the old timey one, where the twins met at camp and they had to try to get their parents together.
That was a great movie.
Hilarious. They were doing. I did not ask you, but I do want to know. And while you're still in the chat, if you have any questions for Susie Q, now is your time to put them in and ask very good, decent questions, please. Your dream tank.
Oh, okay. My dream tank
in stock
takes up a whole corner of a room.
Okay.
And it's going to be a 3-tiered waterfall pond for my turtles and my cold water fish, mountain minnows, and then I'm going to have some aquatic plants all growing on the side with a wall of house plants, tropical plants with an automatic mister coming down with one of those whole drains in the floor that I don't have to worry about it. Like it just let it be. Oh my gosh. I would put my chair in there. I would love that.
That's super cool. That is super cool. I've seen some tanks on Instagram that they have the one that is in the shape of a staircase.
Oh yes, that is so cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
I like I like the tanks that are in the middle of businesses that are the rounds. Yeah. That you see. When I was at Aquascapes, they were featuring cardinal tetras, and they were just swimming beautifully with.
Yeah. I tried to recreate that in my 16-gallon fish bowl with neon tetras, and they don't ever go in circles. They only go in arcs. They go C's. They go this way. I'm like, no, come on, guys. I've even swirled the water. It didn't work.
Yeah. Get it together, kiddo.
Just to get a good video. It's like, no.
Well, I'll ask you this also. My 60-gallon here that looks tea-colored and everything else.
Oh, I love it.
Planted with several different arrays of plants that I got for the low at my last auction. So that's all I was going for, was trying to see how many plants I could stick in this thing, since I'm not really a plant guy, but trying to be. I'm going for the Panda Corridoras. I actually, for those that don't know, I was trying to get to Danny Weshy's. He's a friend of the channel. He has his own channel also, Danny Weshy. He manages at Pet Supplies Plus. Did not realize they sold fish. I went in there and they have a great looking tanks, and they have fully stocked. They do have some fish that you don't think maybe should be with each other, but for the sake of size and whatever, they're so like they have some blue Acaras with some German blue rams off the chain, Pandy Corridoras, and I am going to put a video out pretty soon, but I go tomorrow to actually get some. So my question to you is, I love the Panda Corridoras, which you said that you love too. I'm going to throw some of them in there. But for my other dither fish, he had Congo tetras, he had killifish, he had
Congo tetras are like, once they mature and color up, are breathtaking from across the room. They're just gorgeous.
Okay, and so
what about the top swimmer? What about something that scoots around the top? Because that's what I do when I do a tank. I go, what's going to be on the bottom? What's going to be in the middle?
In the middle.
What's on the top?
Yeah. I'm not sure. You know, I am going to put 5 or 6 discus in there once I get them. So I want to make sure that, you know, they're going to be the highlight, but I do want some pretty dither. I was thinking about maybe blue neons. He was saying black neons.
Definitely neon. If you're gonna have discus and neons, to me, just go together. They're gorgeous.
Okay. Blue or black?
I'm a fan of the blue neon, the plain old blue neon. I love that.
Cool. They look, and I love the way they're highlighted. So I'm thinking that might be the way to go.
Gorgeous.
I could get several, you know, like maybe 6 of the blues. Do I do Congo with blues? Do I do black and blue? Black and blue sounds
black and blue would be nice.
That sounds pretty cool.
I bet you they would even school together.
That might be.
They're about the same size, right? The neon's just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, the blues are a little bit smaller. I have some X-ray tetras in my little 15 bow out. And I have some brilliant Rasporas in my 29 planet, and they seem to be doing really well. And I have some Harlequin, and somebody said Harlequins will look good with your.
They would look very good. Yeah, I have some over here on my 16-gallon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's so many decisions that it's just wow.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Now, are you planning on doing it all at once, or doing one fish at a time? Not one fish, one species at a time.
Yeah, I will probably do one species at a time and adding the discus in last. because they'll be, you know, the bigger in the showcase. So I'm trying to really get them 3 to 4 inches, and I'll start talking to the guy a little bit later after I get it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I would love to have a discus tank. I have severums and I have angelfish, but something about discus scares me.
Really?
Like I was afraid I'm going to kill them all.
You know what? I've had to overcome that. I've talked to several people. They say you get half of them that say, "Oh my God, they take so much work with you," and then you have half of them that say, like, "Yo, they're like any other cichlid. You just gotta change the water and if you do the stuff that you're supposed to do."
Yeah, but any other cichlid I can get for $10-15. I can't get a discus for that.
That is true. That is the thing that you have to. Yeah. You have to go up against. But I'm sorry, Monica Lynn. Susie, are you going to Aquashallow in Orlando? What if any shows are you going to that you like locally?
Well, I'm trying really hard to get to the one in Orlando. I don't have the funds right now because I'm out of work. Mm-hmm. So I was even thinking just to get a flight for one night, get there Sunday morning and come home Monday. At least then I could see John and Lisa speak for the first time. I think that's going to be phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
phenomenal. But I don't know. There's Lehigh Valley Aquarium Society that's been having these meetups and swap meets kind of thing, which is pretty cool because I get to like people from Brooklyn and New York come down, and Donnie from NY Gold will come down, and that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll do that.
Okay. All right. Get Susie to Orlando for the day. That'll be fun.
That would be so much fun. I would love that.
Kayla was putting in your second channel. I didn't realize that you had a plant channel.
I do. This is my Plantique 101 Plantiques. I'm obsessed with house plants, aquatic plants. I have many of my fish tanks actually are just aquatic gardens. They don't even have fish in them yet. Because there's something about the aquatic garden that is, let me see if you can see this one here. I just love it. It's going to be too white. Yeah, it's going to be too light.
Man, it looks like you got some stuff in there, though.
I don't know why the light is so bright, but yeah, it's got the carpeting floor. I got some stuff in a pot. I got water wisteria, nubis. I got Java moss growing into the sponge filter.
Oh, wow.
I love the aquatic garden. Absolutely love it.
I have to get up there and sub to that channel, so because now that I'm getting plants, I'm starting to see the love of a planted tank instead of going plastic all the time. Because when you have African cichlids, they don't care about plants, and they dig up substrate, and you'll never be able to keep them. But now that I'm planning on keeping something pretty cool, like I have corkscrew something, Java fern, Anubis. I've got AR mini.
What is your substrate?
I actually have pool filter in there right now.
Pool filter sand?
Mm-hmm.
Are you using root tabs or anything for nutrients?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, I love the plants. And then the pothos growing out on top of there's so many house plants that do very well growing like in the back of your filter. If you don't want the fish to eat the roots, I also take the plastic black netting, make a little cylinder, and put the pothos in that and suction cup it to the side so they can't get to the roots. They can still use it as a hide, but the roots clear up the water so nicely. So nicely. And this year I'm actually floating lettuce on top. So I'm going to do the aquaponics. The nutrients from the fish feed the plant. The plants clean the water. Just a perfect symbiotic relationship.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I have swords in my African tank, says Casual. I got to check Casual out. Casual, I've been trying to get him. Once he gets off work, he's going to have to jump on here too.
Amazon swords, Casual? Amazon swords, the big ones?
I have some Amazon storage in my 29-gallon with my Dojo Loaches, Brilliant, Dwarf Frogs, and Guppies, and Harlequins. And
Nice.
I got a blue mustard betta in there.
Ooh, male or female?
Male.
I like the females. When you were asking betta, and I kept saying betta, I meant female betta, female betta, female betta, female betta.
Okay. Okay. I usually pay $50 each. I found out were not so good.
It's got to be talking discus.
Discus, yeah.
I can get babies around here for 25, 30, about this big, but
yeah.
Fluval stratum.
I have
God, fishy biz.
I know. LC Aquatics is this little guy. It gets on my nerve. I can't wait till he has summer vacation so he can get up here, because he just has a lot to say. He is 16 years old, and he knows, and he thinks
but he's got a good point. If you could roll out that sand and put down the fluval stratum and then top it off with the sand, if you're still doing the hover, you're never going to do a gravel vac. Your plants would love it.
Yeah.
They would just take root really well.
Now I have some Fluval in my 15-gallon bow out, and those plants are doing well, and I just did not get it for the 60 and went cheap, and I shouldn't have if I'm going to do discus, but I was still up in the air if I was going to do discus or angels or how I fill it with. So it's just
my next tank I'm going to try dirt.
Is what?
Dirt. I'm going to have a dirted tank, 2 or 3 inches, and I'm going to top it off with I have some sandblasting sand left over. So that pool filter sand. Top it off with the pool filter sand, and because I've never done a dirted tank.
That's the Father Fish way of taking things.
Is it? Well, it was for me. It was just in fish tanks when I first came into the fish keeping hobby. He's like, let's put dirt in the tank, like it was a dirty tank. You think he called it? But yeah, it's old school. It's absolutely old school fish keeping.
Yeah, and he says every tank should have plant and dirt in it. That's how he feels. Real quick, I want to shout out Chattanooga Ed. Real quick, he got sticker.
I don't have a sticker.
Tennessee Fish Mafia. Yeah. Also, of course, John and Lisa for Bubbles. And if you see Monica Lynn, my moderator, she also
that's beautiful.
Has some outstanding stickers, and she gave me several for my students.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah. So I appreciate you guys, just letting you know that everything came through, and I've got them.
That's so cool.
All right. Well, I tell you what, Susie Q, I really appreciate you for coming through. It was a blast. Thank you.
Oh my God, I had such a blast. I was a little nervous. I was like, because sometimes I open mouth and put foot in. So,
hey, look, you're all good. You're all good, and now you are been friend of the channel. So hopefully you get some other things going on. You come back on with us and let us know. So update us and let us know what you got popping.
I would love to. Thank you.
Right. Everybody, this is Susie Q Aquatics on Fishy Biz Aquatics. I appreciate you guys. Throw some ones in the chat and show us some love real quick. Ones in the chat. And probably going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Susie, we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast. Thank you, Monica, all my mods, Kayla. Kayla says Ed is on Chubbs right now. So I need to go holler at him, and we'll go check them out. Texas Fish Room, thank you so much. LC, I'll holler at you. Thank you all. All right. See you guys next Monday. Got a nice little lineup. I have PB Aquatics coming up next. After that, I have I'm waiting on I have Jack and Dan. I have Benno Chart coming in June. I have John from KG Tropicals coming in June. And we're trying to get Scott from King and Queen Cichlids. He's waiting on giving me a date coming in June. So I wanted some people before Aquashella and after Aquashella. So we got some people coming through, man. So guys, don't forget me Monday nights, 9 p.m. and we'll get at ya.